Hi, Chris here with Super Savvy Travelers and SlowFoodRenaissance.com. Hey, I'm giving you a little sneak peek on my project. I'm doing the Foodie's Guide to Decoding Italian Olive Oil, and boy, oh boy, that's been a great project. Included in that package is a bunch of video recipes that I made. And I didn't want to give you all the way, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to show you the pistachio pesto recipe that I came up with. It's just unbelievably good. So here's what we start with. We start with 2 cups of basil leaves. I'm going to put them in the blender. You can use a food processor. I have one, but it's like a Rubik's Cube, so I never use it. One of these days I'll figure out how it works. Okay, so we got all the basil in there. I've got about 1/3 of a cup of pistachios. They're just not crushed or anything. They'll get crushed up with it. I'll put those in. Those are delicious. Now I have 3 good-sized cloves of garlic, and I'm going to go ahead and dump those in too. Since they're so big, you could do 2 cloves, but what the heck, I love garlic, and I like spicy. And with this Papa Vince extra virgin olive oil, it's going to be a little spicy and a little, so good. And then I have a little more than 1/2 cup of really finely grated Parmesan cheese. And you have to use one grater like this. Pete got this when he was making limoncello. It's really a zester, but it makes really nicely grated cheese. So a little more than 1/2 cup because I love cheese. That goes in there. And then the star of our show is the Papa Vince extra virgin olive oil. This is an unfiltered olive oil from Sicily. When we tasted we did an olive oil tasting of the 5 of the top ranked olive oils on Italian olive oils on Amazon, and boy, they were all different, but they were amazing. We like these unfiltered guys a lot. So as you can see, it's pretty green and it's cloudy, you know, so there's a lot more olivey goodness in there. And when you taste this pesto with this particular olive oil in it, it's just gonna blow your head right off your neck. That's all I can say about it. I made it the other day for my pesto lasagna and just, oh, so good. Anyway, I'm gonna dump in 1/2 cup. I reserve the right to dump in more if I want to. And then I'm gonna go blend this up. What I'm making today for dinner is a penne pasta with the pistachio pesto with chicken in it. So we're going to show you that too. So I'm going to go blend this up. I'll see you in a bit. Look how green that is. Oh my gosh, and it's got little chunks of pistachios in it. Before I took it off the blender, I tasted it and then I added salt and pepper to taste. But the first taste of this is always the best because it's just, you're never expecting how amazing it is. This particular olive oil is a little bit peppery, a little bit spicy. It's just one of the most amazing taste experiences I've had. I mean, it's just, I can't even say enough good things about it. All of the olive oils that we tasted, I'm gonna lick this later. All of the olive oils that we tasted were just unbelievable. But I have to say that for things like pestos, things like bruschetta, things like something that you want the olive oil to really pop out, Papa Vince is the poppin' olive oil. He should pop out before any other olive oil. So I love this a lot. Now you can see, I did a sloppy job, but look how green that is. You got beautiful antioxidants from the basil, vitamin A, and you've got tons and tons of antioxidants and polyphenols from the Papa Vince. So I'm gonna go ahead and get our noodles going, and I'll show you the rest of it. Okay, we're back. I've got my pesto noodles done. We had to use rigatoni. Normally I like penne, but rigatoni was all we have. We're on lockdown. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of my amazing pesto in here. Now, you know, a lot of times pesto is not like any other sort of sauce that you use, right? You just wanna coat the noodles with it. You don't wanna like be swimming in it. I've had, you know, been to restaurants where they just make, you're swimming in the pesto and it's just too much. You know, you just want to taste it and really coat everything. I think I need just a little tiny bit more. Take a little bit. There we go. Over here. Good. Now you can see I've just sort of coated them a little bit. They look delish, but we're not stopping there at all. Okay, so I have some chicken. This is rotisserie chicken that I just bought from the store, and then I just heated it up in the microwave. You can heat it up in the oven if you want to. Just cover it so that it doesn't dry out, but we'll put that in. And again, mix around, mix. I need just a wee tiny bit more. Just gonna kind of put it in. There we go. A lot of chicken. Mixing it around. I wish you could smell this. Oh my gosh, somehow the Papavin's olive oil and the basil is one thing, but then you have that cheesy amazingness on top of it, which is just one of my favorite things. I'm gonna go ahead and plate this for you because it's looking really good. And put a big old bunch in the middle this will be for Pete. This will be Pete's. I was looking for my little pasta spoon, which I normally have a whole bunch of them, but I don't know where it is. So unfortunately, we're just gonna have to go with this. Now see, you can see there's little chunks of pistachio in here that are, ooh, and there's a little chunk of garlic. Oh my goodness, I love this stuff so much. Okay, now we're gonna do a cute little garnish. We're gonna do a little tomato in the middle and a couple of little, make it look like a little Christmas wreath. I'm gonna tidy up the plate a little bit before I serve it. Oops, let me make it worse, okay? Okay, that looks pretty darn good. If you can see that, that is yummy, yummy. Now, there's another little trick I'm gonna give you. My mouth is watering, I'm ready to eat. Another little trick I'm gonna give you. These are just frozen peas. Pete and I discovered the other night, we said, hey, let's put one of our olive oils on this frozen peas. So we got out the Cutrera Primo. This one's amazing. Now what we like about this one, it's very grassy. And we're like, ooh, and we put it on broccoli last night. Oh, it tasted like artichokes, it was just so good. We put some paisano and some laudemio on the peas before, and it's so good. Now a little story, I was in Florence one time, I was there without Pete, and had some mobility issues, so I had to rent a bike. So I rented a bike and went all over Florence. And I stopped at a little rosticceria and I bought these peas. And these peas were just drizzled in olive oil with salt and pepper. And oh my God, they were so good. I was like, what is this magic ingredient? And I didn't realize it was just really good, high quality extra virgin olive oil. So I'm gonna put a little salt and pepper on that. Oh, I put it on the table. I will put a little salt and pepper on that and then serve it. But that's a perfect dish. I mean, it's so easy to make. The pesto you can use for pizza. You can put it on French bread and put cheese on top if you're hungry. Any kind of pasta you can use for this kind of thing, and just throw in whatever you feel like making. So anyway, I hope you love this pistachio pesto, and I hope you try some of these olive oils. They're really good. So I'll see you later. I'm gonna go eat.